Why is there a traffic jam at the Fauquier Livestock Exchange on a Saturday morning? They're loading in all types of poultry, eggs, goats, rabbits, and more for the monthly poultry and small animal auction. This livestock market has been known for cattle and large animal auctions. There used to be small animal auctions as well, but they had faded into the past until recently.
There wasn't a local chicken sale in Marshall. You know, they used to have them here back years ago. And I just mentioned to my dad, I was like, why don't we start that up, post-COVID, get people back in here, show them that the barn's open, we have the space, and just give back to the community and get them in the barn and show them that this is here and it's more than just cattle.
The Fauquier Livestock Exchange has been part of the Marshall community since 1962. Today's auction is bringing in customers from near and far.
When we first started, we were very local, Marshalls, but I get people out from, Loudoun County, Southern Virginia. I had someone come from Virginia Beach once to come to this auction.
Cattle and horses are often sold at auction instead of directly to buyers. Not only are today's auction items different, so are the customers.
Totally different group of people. On your cow sales, you have your dealers, you have your buyers, you have some farmers. This, you got everything from young couples to teenagers to kids wanting to start, buying the hatching eggs, hatching them out, growing them up. So it's like more family.
Often, sellers bring their small livestock to the exchange to give them a better chance at a comfortable life on a farm. And some horse owners will buy goats as companion animals to their horses.
This isn't a meat sale. This is more so for the families. You get a lot of people that buy the baby goats and then they raise them up. But we don't specifically sell them here for meat.
And if you're looking to stock your backyard chicken coop with Rhode Island Reds or something more unique, you'll find it here.
We get a lot of silkies, we get a lot of cochins, they have the furry feet, there's a lot more than your standard what you think of a chicken.
These customers are looking for something more than your typical birds.
Because it adds variety. So it looks cool, you want to add it to your flock. We get a lot of people that come specifically for the Polish are really popular as a fancy bird.
Other animals sold at this auction include quail, pheasant, peacocks, lambs, calves, and rabbits of all sizes. Just like at other livestock auctions, staff work closely with veterinarians and the Virginia Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services to ensure that animals passing through the barn are healthy and safe.
We haven't had any cases of the avian flu come through here. And then when the vets do come, they test the birds and they leave pamphlets and they just educate us. People, if they take their birds home and it has like snotty nose or its eyes swollen shut, they let us know.
Agriculture officials stress that both new bird owners and experienced ones should take the proper precautions to minimize the chance of their flock getting sick. Isolation from migratory birds, clean bedding, and a fresh source of water are a must.
Covering your flocks is a good idea, so having them in a coop with like a cover over it. Make sure that the water source they're using is like a controlled water source. So they're not drinking out of ponds or streams or mud puddles, that you want them to have clean, fresh water in a container that is cleaned regularly. It's best practice to make sure that if you do borrow tools from another farm that you sanitize them before you use them on your own poultry flock, or just not do that and make sure you have your own equipment. You probably shouldn't visit other flocks, but if you have to, you completely sanitize before you visit your own flock. And it's especially a good idea to think about your shoes. Scrubbing them before you get back into the car is a good idea, or to wear boot covers before you get back into the car is a good idea, because you can actually put it on your floor mat and then it can get on the next pair of shoes you wear and get back to the flock that way.
When bringing home new birds, experts recommend at least a 3-week quarantine to protect your existing flock.
That's the recommended time period. Work with your existing flock first and then with the new flock, because if you go to the new one and they have some sort of disease, you can transfer that to the existing flock if you work with them first.
So I do the health assessment. We try to look it over, and if a bird isn't looking like it's feeling good, then we send it back home, because we just don't want to risk, contaminating the whole barn.
The auction day morning is spent checking in the animals, doing the health assessments, and registering the bidders. And at noon, the live auction begins. First are the eating eggs, then the hatching eggs, then plants. On this particular day, it's pepper plants and large onions. Then on to chickens, then larger birds, And yes, sometimes they do get away.
Yeah, but we just catch it. The crowd helps. We've had a guy catch a pigeon mid-air, jumped out of his seat, caught it flying up to him. We've had piglets escape, and run through the barn, but they come back. We catch them, but everyone's pretty understanding about lending a helping hand.
Since the poultry and small animal auctions resumed in 2021, they've grown from around 300 items to about 3,000, charging 25% commission on poultry items and 15% on the other animals.
When you're selling goats for $150 a piece and the calves do around $200, you still get a good money out of it. It's increased profit, so it's another source of income, basically.
But for the staff at the Fauquier Livestock Exchange, it's about more than money.
It helps, but we're a community service. Without the community, we're nothing. So we're here for the community. That's who produces the product, brings it to us, we sell it. We couldn't do it without them.
For more information about the Fauquier Livestock Exchange, check out their website or Facebook page. And to learn more about the safety and health of poultry, visit the Virginia Agriculture Department's Avian Flu Resource page. You can also contact your local Virginia Cooperative Extension Office. In Fauquier County, this is Barry Ridgway reporting.